Good day, everybody. Sylvain Brisebois and Vincent Bonchardin giving you a quick quarterly update for October 2022. Few words on economic events. First to note is that the Bank of Canada has been rising rates, and we got to 3.25 on the Canadian side. The Federal Reserve Board on the U.S. side between 3 and 3.25. This is the overnight rate, the rate at which the central banks, are lending to the banks, Bank of Montreal, TD, as we know them today. We expect a few more of those rate hikes to come. On the inflation front, the latest reading 6.9% in Canada, 8.2% in the U.S. We expect the speed of increase there to slow down and probably that level to stabilize in the near term. A couple of words on the markets. Year to date, the TSX is no surprise to anybody, is down 11% or so. The S&P 500 on the U.S. side down 23.9. That'll go down as a pretty bad 9 months to start 2022. Good news have become bad news, and bad news have become good news. Here's what we mean by that. On days of economic prosperity, the market seems to be showing negative movement. On days where the economics and the numbers are showing negative numbers, the market is rejoicing. That's probably because we're getting close to the end. Emotions are taking over, looking forward to the place where rates stop moving so much. From a seasonality perspective, November or September, October, November are weaker months traditionally, followed by strong December, January. We hope that's going to repeat itself this year again. And extreme pessimism is the key to every conversation these days. It seems that nobody can find any optimism in market news. And to speak about some of the changes that these opportunities are creating, I'll turn the words over to Vincent.
Yeah, so this down market has created some opportunities that we've seen, and one of the changes we've made in the portfolios recently is that we sold Waste Management, a great company on the U.S. side, but we found the valuation was still a bit too rich for us, and we switched the funds from wealth management. We took profit, and then we invested that into Home Depot, a nice company that most of you probably know. The reason we made the switch into Home Depot, which might sound a bit counterintuitive at this stage in the cycle, is in terms of valuation. Home Depot is a stock that we were looking at for quite some time. It was a bit too expensive for us, but now the price has came down quite a bit, so we pulled the trigger on that one. So we started establishing a position in Home Depot. Another switch that we've made on the bond side of things is that we sold some of the Suncor bond for most of the clients that hold bonds in their portfolios. Suncor has announced that they are buying back some of their bonds, which increased the price of the bonds in the market. So we sold that, and we reinvested the proceeds into the Enbridge pipeline bond just to pick up a few extra basis points on that front. And now more in terms of the economic cycle, you will see on the chart on your screen here that we highlighted that we are currently in a cycle where pretty much every type of asset is going down. Which is normal at this stage in the cycle where it's a downdraft. And now we see the stocks, the bonds, and the commodities, pretty much everything. We'll see real estate as well go down. But rest reassured that sometime soon, when the central banks will stop rising rates, we'll see first the bonds go back up. So that's on your screen on the phase on the left of the chart. And then we'll see after that stocks as well rally, and bonds will continue to rally, and then we'll see another expansion on the horizon. So this is it for us today. So Sylvain, if you want to give a few last words.
Sure. Just the message to take away from this is we urge our clients not to make any rash changes in this environment here. We want to continue holding the solid companies that we have in the portfolio. We're happy with the mix. We're cautiously optimistic heading into the last few months of 2022, the first few months of 2023. As always, we make ourselves available for phone calls and conversations, in-person meetings as well. So hopefully we see a little bit of stability come back into the economic and stock markets these days. Thank you very much for taking a couple of minutes with us. Please call if you have any questions, and until next time, have a wonderful day.